All right, strap yourselves in, because today we are going deep on handheld gaming PCs.
Oh.
Specifically, the OneXPlayer F1 Pro.
All right.
So many people are asking about this thing.
Yeah.
Does it live up to the hype? Especially with that price tag.
Right.
That's what we're here to figure out.
Absolutely.
Break down the features,
Yeah.
see how it stacks up against the big names, like your Steamdecks and your ROG Ally,
Right.
and ultimately help you decide.
Yeah.
Is this the handheld beast you've been waiting for?
The big question.
So what's really grabbing attention, I think, with the F1 Pro, it's also known as the OneXPlayer F1 Pro.
It is, yeah.
It's that it's really trying to deliver this high-end premium gaming experience in a portable format.
Yeah, you know what's really interesting is it's not just about playing on the go.
Right.
It's about taking that console or even PC level of quality with you.
Right. It's not just about convenience.
Yeah.
It's got to be good.
Exactly, and a big part of that is the hardware we're talking. AMD Ryzen APUs.
Okay, stop right there.
Okay.
Because I know there's a lot of jargon.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, what's an APU?
Right, right.
What does that actually mean for the average person sitting there wanting to play a game?
So think of it this way, right?
Okay.
You've got the Steam Deck, great device, has a custom AMD APU, pretty capable,
Yeah.
these Ryzen chips in the F1 Pro, whole other level.
Really?
Especially that top tier Ryzen 9, you're gonna see a significant boost in how smoothly those games run.
Okay.
Even those really demanding AAA titles.
So no more lag,
That's the goal.
no more choppy frame rates when there's a lot going on.
That's the goal.
Especially with those intense, modern games.
It's not just about the processor either.
Oh, there's more?
Oh, there's more.
Lay it on me.
So you got the graphics power, the Radeon options,
Sure.
going from the Radeon 780M up to the 890M.
All right. I'm hearing a lot of numbers, a lot of letters.
Right.
What does that mean? I want to see it.
So imagine you're playing a fast-paced action game, right?
Okay.
With these high-end graphics, you're going to see every detail crisp, clear,
Oh, wow.
even when things are really intense and crazy on the screen.
Nice.
And the visuals will be so smooth
Okay.
because you've got that processor and the graphics card working together.
So it can handle whatever you throw at it.
That's the idea.
Okay, but what about the display itself?
Right.
Everyone's talking about this OLED screen.
And for good reason, right?
Yeah.
We're talking a 7-inch OLED screen, 1080p resolution, 144 hertz refresh rate.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Back it up.
All right.
OLED.
Yes.
What is that, and why is that better than what I have in my Steam Deck?
Okay, so OLED technology, much deeper blacks.
Okay.
More vibrant colors.
Right.
Your games are going to look more visually stunning. Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
a better quality image.
Much better quality.
Yeah.
Plus, that 144 hertz refresh rate, the image updates super fast.
Okay.
Makes the gameplay feel super smooth and responsive, especially in those fast-paced games.
Oh, yeah.
Huge difference compared to a standard 60 hertz screen.
So I'm hearing it's not just the resolution.
No.
It's the whole, technology of the screen.
Exactly, the whole package.
That makes it better.
And then there's the color accuracy.
Oh, wow.
112% DCI-P3 color gamut.
Okay, slow down.
All right.
What is all that?
Okay, so
I'm not a screen expert.
think of it this way.
So.
The colors you see on that screen are going to be incredibly accurate,
Oh, wow.
true to life,
Okay.
much closer to what you would see in a movie theater.
Nice.
So it makes the gaming experience much more immersive, much more visually appealing.
So I'm basically getting a high-end gaming monitor.
Yeah.
But I can take it with me?
That's a great way to put it.
That's awesome.
But all that power is no good if it's uncomfortable to hold.
Right. Yeah. You don't want hand cramps after 30 minutes.
You don't. So how does it feel?
Yeah.
Surprisingly comfortable. It weighs in at 599 grams.
Okay.
They've clearly put a lot of thought into ergonomics.
Sure.
They've taken some inspiration from Xbox controllers.
So they're using what we already know.
Right.
Feels good.
And applying it to this device.
Okay, that's smart.
So you should be able to game for hours without feeling any strain.
Nice, nice.
And then, of course, there's customization.
Oh, yeah.
You've got RGB lighting on the analog stick.
You can make it look cool.
Yeah, a little bit of flair, you
Yeah.
know. And you can customize the nameplates, make it your own.
Oh, so you can really personalize this thing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, let's talk memory and storage because this thing does not skimp.
Okay, lay it on me.
All right, so you can choose between 16 GB or 32 GB of LPDDR5X RAM.
Okay, and that's good. Why?
That's incredibly fast memory.
Okay.
And when it comes to storage, you've got options ranging from 512 GB
So that's not bad.
all the way up to 4 terabyte.
4 terabyte.
NVMe PCIe 4.0 SSD.
Hold on. I don't even have a 4 terabyte drive on my desktop.
Yeah, it's a lot of storage.
What is all that jargon? Like, why is that good?
Okay, so NVMe PCIe 4.0 SSD.
Mm-hmm.
Your games are going to load insanely fast. We're talking significantly faster than even the Steamdeck SSD.
Wow.
And with up to 4 TB, you can fit like hundreds of games on this thing.
So I'm not going to have to, like, delete games to make space.
Right, you're not constantly managing your storage.
Oh, that's a dream.
It is a dream, but of course, all this power needs a battery that can keep up, right?
You don't want this thing dying in the middle of a, like, boss fight.
You do not want that. So the F1 Pro packs a 48.5 watt battery,
Okay.
and it supports 65W fast charging.
Now, I know battery life
Yeah,
for handheld gamers, that's, like, the biggest question.
it's the biggest concern, right?
Yeah.
You want to be able to play for a while.
How does it stack up?
So this is a significantly larger battery than, say, the Steam Deck's battery.
Okay.
You're looking at potentially longer playtime. Yeah.
On a single charge?
Okay.
And with that 65W at fast charging, you can top it up quickly if you need to.
So you're saying it's designed for, like, long play sessions, but also quick charges if you need it?
Exactly.
Nice. What about the audio?
Right, because, you know,
It's not just visuals.
yeah, a lot of times these handhelds have those little teeny speakers.
Right.
They're not great.
So they partnered with Harman Kardon
Oh, wow.
for the stereo speakers
Okay.
on the F1 Pro.
So we're not talking, like, your average laptop speakers here.
No,
No.
much richer, fuller sound
Okay.
adds to that immersion, right?
Right.
Especially compared to, like, the Steam Deck speakers.
So you're saying it has the, like, the visuals, it can handle the demanding games.
Yes.
It's got the sound to back it up.
Absolutely.
Now, this is where things get really interesting for me.
Okay.
Windows 11.
Yes.
Right out of the box.
Big difference.
What is the advantage of having, like, full Windows
Yeah.
versus something like the Steam Deck, which has, like, its own SteamOS?
Yeah, it's a game changer in terms of flexibility.
Right.
With Windows 11, you have access to the entire PC gaming library.
So I'm not limited to, like,
Right.
games that are designed for handhelds.
You are not.
okay.
No compatibility layers like Proton.
So I can install any game that's on my PC.
Yeah,
It'll just work.
that's the goal.
Wow, that opens up so many possibilities.
It does, but all this premium tech,
Yeah.
it's got to come at a price.
It's got it. Yeah, this is not a budget device.
Not a budget device.
So what are we talking?
So the base model, Ryzen AI 9, 365, 32 GB RAM, 1 TB of storage,
Okay.
starts at around the $1,099.
That's not cheap.
Not cheap at all.
Yeah.
If you want the top tier
Mm.
Ryzen AI 9 HX 370,
Okay, and like all the storage.
bump up the storage to 4 TB,
All right.
you're looking at about $6,699.
Okay, so
Mhm.
that's a significant chunk of change,
It is.
especially when you compare it to like the Steam Deck,
Right.
which is like $399.
Right. I think it's important to remember
Yeah.
you're paying for a premium experience.
Right, you're paying for the best,
Top of the line hardware.
the best of the best.
Yeah, the F1 Pro is competing with other high performance handhelds
Okay.
like the Ionio KUN,
Right.
which falls in a similar price range.
So it's like a luxury device
It is.
for people who are really serious about
Yeah.
performance
Mhm.
and they want the best possible handheld experience.
Exactly, but the question is,
Yeah.
is it worth it?
And that's what we're here to figure out.
Right.
So we've gone over all the the features,
We've laid it all out.
the specs, all that.
Yeah,
But how does it actually stack up,
right.
like in the real world,
In reality.
against the competition?
Well, to understand that,
Yeah.
we need to go a little deeper.
Yeah.
See how those specs translate to actual gameplay
Okay.
and compare it to some other popular handhelds.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it.
Let's see how this premium handheld stacks up. And if it's really worth that premium price.
Let's go. All right, so let's get this F1 Pro head-to-head with its biggest rivals.
Yeah.
And I think the best place to start is that display.
Okay.
We talked about that OLED screen, 144 hertz refresh rate.
It's beautiful.
Now, devices like the Steam Deck, the Asus RG Ally, they've gone with IPS LCD screens,
Right.
which, they're not bad,
Yeah.
but there's not OLED.
They just can't quite compete with the vibrancy and the responsiveness of OLED.
So for, like, those fast-paced action games,
Yes.
that 144 hertz refresh rate is really where it's at.
Absolutely. You're going to notice way less motion blur, much crisper image.
Okay.
Can really give you an edge in those like competitive games.
Nice.
But it's not just about the looks.
Right.
Let's talk power.
Okay.
The F1 Pro, especially with that Ryzen AI9 HX370,
Yeah.
blows the Steam Deck's custom APU out of the water.
So for someone who's like on the fence, maybe considering both,
Yeah.
what kind of performance difference are we talking about? Like, are you really going to notice it? Oh, you'll notice it.
Okay.
The Steamdeck, great device.
Yeah.
But it can struggle with certain high-end games, higher settings,
No.
the F1 Pro.
Yeah.
This thing is designed to deliver that smooth console-like experience,
Nice.
even with the most demanding AAA titles.
It's crazy how far handheld processors have come.
I know, right?
Remember when, like, playing anything more complex than Tetris on a handheld
Oh, yeah.
was like a compromise?
You were making sacrifice.
Yeah.
Big
Now you have devices like this
Yeah.
that can legitimately compete with a gaming PC.
It's amazing.
It really is.
And we talked about customization a bit.
Yeah.
You've got those RGB lit analog sticks, the customizable nameplates.
Yeah.
Do those really add anything to the experience?
Or is it just like a gimmick?
I think it's personal preference.
Okay.
Some people might find them flashy, unnecessary.
Yeah.
Others, it's a way to like express their personality, make the device feel like their own.
So it's about like adding that little personal touch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk operating system.
Okay.
The F1 Pro comes with Windows 11.
Yes.
Huge difference from the Steam Deck SteamOS.
Yeah. And we touched on this before,
We did.
but can you really feel it in everyday use?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Windows 11 gives you access to this massive library of PC games
Right.
and software without having to rely on those compatibility layers like Proton.
So like no more troubleshooting.
In theory,
Yeah.
you're not, sitting there wondering if the game's going to run properly.
Right.
You get that full Windows experience,
Okay.
so you can install any game or program
Right.
that runs on a standard PC.
So it's not even just a gaming device.
You could even use it for work.
Yeah.
Turn it into a portable workstation.
Wow.
Now, granted, the price
Yeah.
significantly higher than the Steam Deck,
Right.
but you're paying for that premium experience, that versatility, that top-of-the-line hardware.
But is it worth it?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some potential downsides,
Okay.
and then you can decide if it's right for you.
Okay, let's get critical.
Right.
What are some things that might make someone hesitate before dropping over $1,000 on this thing?
So, one potential concern is battery life.
Okay.
While the F1 Pro has a larger battery than the Steam Deck, playing demanding games on that beautiful OLED screen at 144 hertz,
Yeah.
it's going to drain that battery faster.
So you might not get like those super long play sessions.
Right. You might have to be a little more mindful of your battery usage.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the price.
Yeah.
It's a significant investment, especially compared to like the more budget-friendly options like the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
You really have to weigh the pros and cons. Consider your needs and your budget.
I think that's the key takeaway.
Yeah.
You're not just paying for the ability to play games on the go.
Right.
You're paying for the premium experience,
The top-tier performance,
the gorgeous display.
the flexibility of Windows 11.
It's like choosing between a luxury car
Yeah.
and a reliable commuter car.
Right.
They'll both get you there.
Yeah,
But the experience is totally different.
exactly.
And there's a question of software.
Right.
Windows 11, yeah, it gives you access to like tons of games,
Huge library.
but it's not always optimized for like controller use.
You might run into situations where you need to use the touchscreen or even connect a keyboard and mouse
Oh, wow.
for certain games or tasks.
Okay.
And there's a bit of a learning curve.
Yeah.
SteamOS is designed specifically for handheld gaming, so it's very user-friendly.
Right.
Windows 11 can be a little more complex to navigate with a controller.
So like trade-offs there.
There are always trade-offs.
Yeah.
You get more flexibility and power with Windows 11.
Okay.
And it might take a little bit of time to get used to it.
All right.
And finally, let's talk size and weight.
Okay.
The F1 Pro, powerful device,
Yeah.
but it's not exactly pocket-sized.
So if you're looking for something super portable,
Yeah.
like you could just like throw in your pocket,
This might not be the one.
you might need a bag.
You're probably going to need a bag or a case
Okay.
to carry it around comfortably.
All right. So we've covered some potential downsides,
We have
but let's step back for a second.
Okay.
And look at like the big picture.
a bigger picture. Yeah.
The F1 Pro, it's part of a larger trend, right?
Absolutely.
In the gaming industry.
We're seeing this convergence of like mobile technology And traditional gaming devices.
Like, our phones are getting so powerful.
They are.
Cloud gaming is letting us play, like, AAA games.
Right.
On basically any device.
Pretty much.
And then you have these handhelds.
Yeah.
Like the F1 Pro that are just, like, pushing the boundaries of performance.
And portability.
It's a really exciting time to be a gamer.
It is.
But it makes you wonder, like, what's next?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah. It's crazy to think.
Well, I know, right?
Just a few years ago, the idea of a handheld that could, like, rival a gaming PC
Right.
seemed like a fantasy.
That pipe dream.
And now we have devices like the F1 Pro.
It's amazing.
It really is.
Like, where do we even go from here?
That's the question, right?
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah.
If you look at, like, how technology is advancing, things are just going to get more powerful.
Oh, yeah.
More compact, even more immersive.
Absolutely.
Like, I can picture a future where handhelds can handle, like,
oh, yeah.
ray tracing stuff that we only see on high-end PCs right now.
And with cloud gaming, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe the hardware won't even matter as much.
That's the crazy thing.
It'll be all about that streaming experience.
Imagine, like, seamlessly switching
I know.
from your handheld to your TV to your phone.
Yeah.
No compromises.
That's the dream.
It's wild.
Cloud gaming is a game changer for sure.
It really is. But even beyond the tech itself, I think what's really cool about handhelds
Yeah.
is the freedom
The freedom, absolutely.
to just pick it up and play anywhere.
Yeah. Anytime.
You're not tied to a console,
You're not tied down.
PC.
Nope.
It's liberating.
It is.
It opens up gaming to so many more people.
Right. People who maybe don't have the time or the space for a traditional setup,
Exactly.
they can still get in on the action.
It lets you integrate gaming into your life however you want.
Whether you're commuting, traveling, just relaxing at home,
That's why devices like the F1 Pro are so exciting.
they represent a shift
Yeah.
in how we think about gaming and where we can do it.
So, as we wrap up our deep dive here on the OneXPlayer F1 Pro and this whole world of handheld gaming,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
Don't underestimate the power of portable tech.
Oh, no.
It's not just about convenience.
It's about possibilities.
Yeah, it's about changing the way we experience things,
Exactly.
including gaming.
The F1 Pro is a perfect example of that.
It really is.
It's pushing boundaries,
Yeah.
making us rethink what's possible.
And who knows what's coming next, right?
The future is wide open.
We're just getting started.
I'm excited to see what's next.
Me too. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive
Yeah, thanks for having me.
into the exciting world of handheld gaming.
It's been a blast.
We hope you learned something new.
Absolutely.
Maybe even got inspired
Yeah.
to try out a handheld yourself.
There's a whole world out there.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep playing.
Keep pushing those limits.
See you on the next deep dive.
See ya.